This is the second video on how to start and customize a Windows 2008 EBS-backed Amazon machine image. So now the AMI states that it is ready. If we right-click on the instance and view the console output, we can see what the hypervisor went through to instantiate the image. The message that we're interested in is at the bottom, which says Windows is ready to use. So now that it's ready to use, we need to generate the administrator password before we can connect. So if we right-click and select Get Administrator Password, this uses the key pair to generate the password, which as you can see has been saved to clipboard. So if we select OK, start Notepad, and paste in the password. We need to do this because not all versions of Microsoft RDP will allow you to paste a password into a password dialog box. So we'll minimize that, and now we'll use ElasticFox to connect to the instance. This will start the RDP application. You just select Connect, paste in the password, and select OK. We'll just select Yes, and this will open the instance. So now we have a dialog box in front of us which says set the network location. For this, I usually pick a public location. This ensures that the least amount of discoverable services are available. And then we close. So now we're connected to the instance, and we need to customize it in order to make sure that it is suitable for an SAP installation. The first thing that we need to do is set the computer name. So we simply go into Properties. Here you can see that this is based on an Intel Xeon 2.6 GHz processor, dual core, with 7.5 gig of RAM. You can see the computer name has been set by the hypervisor, and it is not according to SAP standards in the fact it has a dash and it is 11 characters. So we change the settings, go in, and we will change this to SAP Dev Test. We'll leave it in a work group because we don't have an Active Directory present. Select OK, and OK again. We'll also set the page file, because as you can see at the moment, it is set to a dynamic value of between 2 gig and 4 gig. Usually for SAP installations currently the best practice is 20 gig. At the moment we only have 18.4 gig available to us, so we will set this to 10 gig. Set that. Okay. The computer will now ask us for a reboot, but we'll deny that for the time being. So the next thing that we need to set is the disk allocation. Just select Manage. We'll also need to change the administrator password. So in order to do this, we'll go to Configuration, Local Users, and set the administrator password to something a little bit more friendly. Okay. And we'll also go into storage. As you can see here, there's a single drive of 30 gig. So in order to allocate additional storage, we have to return the ElasticFox, select volumes and snapshots, and either create a new volume or select an existing volume, right-click, and select Attach. As you can see, the instance ID is here already. If you click the drop down, you will see all your instances and the tags associated with them. Putting tags against your instances is extremely useful because then you don't always have to go back and reference your instance ID. So if we select Attach, as you can see, it's attaching and it's now attached. So it's a fairly instant and very quick process. We return to our RDP session, and as you can see, the disk is offline. We simply right-click on the disk and select Online, and as you can see, it's come with a file system and a drive letter. If you've created a new drive, you'll have to format the drive to the appropriate file system. It's just a standard Windows drive. We can change the letter and path. So if we do this and select E, for example, click OK, it'll now become the E drive, which we can then explore. As you can see, this is a pre-existing drive, and we've already put a file system and an SAP system on here, but that's not really a problem for the time being. This is just an example. So we'll close Windows Explorer, and we'll close the disk management. So now we have set the network location, set an appropriate computer name, configured a larger page file, and also allocated the disk to the system.